LoreWarrior Online, BKW-7R Blackwatch. Overview. The prototype Blackwatch currently undergoing testing is the fulfillment of several dreams. The first dream was that of Kasara Weaponries, producers of the Crab Mech, who wanted to expand their operations. The second dream was dear to the Northwind Highlanders, who have long craved the independence that Wolf's Dragoons and the Kellhounds enjoy in having their own private suppliers of military hardware. And finally, Captain Neil Campbell of the Royal Blackwatch Company dreamed of creating a mech that would symbolise the new spirit of unity in the Inner Sphere by incorporating technologies from various successor states. The Blackwatch is the result of all of these dreams coming together. Capabilities. The Blackwatch is built around the same chassis as the SLDF's training mech, the Crockett. Kasara Weaponries chose this design for its ruggedness and its jump jets, the latter being an unusual feature of an assault vehicle. Early in the planning stages, the engineers wanted to install an extra-light engine. However, that soon changed because of the extent to which an XL engine would make a mech vulnerable in battle. Though XL engines do weigh less than standard engines, allowing a mech to carry considerably more weapons and equipment, they're bulky, taking up vast areas of the internal torso. Attacks that damage the mech's torso are therefore much more likely to inflict critical damage to an XL engine than a standard model. When the designers were selecting weaponry for the Blackwatch, the debate would centre around the new mech's mission. Captain Campbell pushed the idea that while this mech must be combat ready, its primary goal is to act as a reminder that the Inner Sphere can and must face the clans united. He therefore petitioned to incorporate Draconis Combine and Free Worlds League weaponry into the design. After many months of negotiations, the new Shigunja medium-range missile system and the C3 slave equipment from the Draconis Combine, as well as Imperator Automatic Weaponry's new light Gauss rifle and Ultra 10 from the Free Worlds League, were shipped to Northwind to be installed in the mech. Many critics of the new design believe that its haphazard creation will be its downfall. As proof, they point out that additional shipments of weapons and equipment from the Free Worlds League and the Combine hinge upon the results of the mech's initial testing. Deployment. The Blackwatch is currently in the prototype stage, undergoing tests that will decide its future. However, the clan elders on Northwind have already stated that the first machines off the production line will go to the Royal Blackwatch Company, after which they will then begin to fill requests from other Highlander units. So its mass is 85 tons, its chassis is the Norse Heavy XT2-1A, its power plant is a Strand 255, giving it a cruise of 32 and its max speed of 54 kph. It has jump jets of the Rawlings 54 variety, giving it a 90 meter jump capacity. Its armour is the Valiant Lamelor with case, and its armament is a single Imperator light Gauss rifle and Imperator automatic Ultra 10 autocannon and a Shigunja MRM-40 launcher. It's manufactured by Kasara Weaponries, with its primary factory on Northwind. Communication system is the OP Air 500 with C3 slave unit, and its targeting and tracking is the DLK type phased array sensor system. What does this all translate to, you say? It has a walk of 3 and a run of 5 with a jump of 3, with 10 double heat sinks keeping it nice and cool. It has an armor factor of 240 with 9 on the head, 37 on the CT, 12 on the rear, 26 on the side torsos, 10 on the rear, 24 on the arms, and 31 on the legs. The light Gauss rifle is then located in the left arm, with 16 shots being located in the left torso. The Ultra 10 is in the right arm, with 20 shots worth of ammo in the right torso. The MRM-40 is located in the left torso, with 12 rounds of fire located in the right torso. It's equipped with case, also equipped in the right torso, and it has the C3 slave system in the head, with 3 jump jets. It's not a looker though, is it? It's a bit of a spud. It's also probably not really the kind of mech that I would... I don't think this would work. I also love the fact, and you know what, hats off to it, they got the kilt and the sporran in there, didn't they? They had to. You can see the pattern, and you can see the sporran. It's fucking hilarious. It's just an idea that just because it's called the Blackwatch, it's gotta have a kilt. It's so weird. It's such a weird looking design. I mean, why didn't it just... honestly, do the jump jets look like bagpipes as well? Because you can see these protrusion if you look at the side torso at the back there. You can see these 3 tubes. They look like the back of bagpipes. If this mech is meant to be the most stereotypical Scot you've ever developed, it's so bad. It's just such a stupid design. Oh god, the second you... And the problem is, the second you see the kilt, you now can't unsee this kilt. And it's... The entire design is made to look like a fucking bagpiper. Why? Why would you develop a war machine that would look like a fucking bagpiper? Nothing against bagpipers, it's just why do you want a machine that looks like that? You want it to look fucking mean. You want a war machine to look like something that's... You imagine the Atlas was designed like so it had a ripped body, like it's some kind of fucking bodybuilder holding up that was meant to hold up the whole planet. It would look fucking stupid. It's just, it's a name. It's evocative. Atlas. It's a titan from Greek mythology. That's what, you know. So this thing wandering around the battlefield is this gigantic, fearsome war machine, and it's like no one goes, oh, it's the Black Watch. Let's make it look like it's about to start playing the fucking bagpipes. It just terrible design. It's weird little bald head, and it's little fucking Cylon eye thing going on. It's and just from a build perspective, entirely ammo-based machine. The Light Gauss is going to do 5 damage per hit. The Ultra 10 is going to do at best 10, maybe 20 if you double fire it, which is probably its best hit. And then you've got the MRM that's probably not got enough ammo to really keep it going in long-term fights. If this is the thing that's supposed to tell the clans we stand united, they're going to piss themselves laughing before they finish mopping up the floor with you. But maybe that's the point. Maybe the point in the write-up is indicative of the idea that this was a bunch of ideas that somehow managed to come together from one person's desire to have a battle mech, and what they've ended up creating is something that just isn't very good. A bit like Homer's car, for anyone who remembers that. I forget the name of the episode, but the one where he meets his long-lost brother, and you know he designs a car, and it's terrible. It's utterly awful. I think it's that. I think it's the battle mech equivalent of that. That one man manages to convince enough people within these major companies and organizations to sponsor this idea, and they come up with it, and it's shit. It's just, you know, it's a lame duck. Maybe that's what the Black Watch is. Or will be, if it ever gets, you know, built in any large numbers. Which means, from a narrative perspective, you do have some pretty good ideas you could go for. In a more serious note, this could be the kind of thing where you could have a tabletop scenario, or a MechWarrior RPG scenario, where the players have been tasked with basically stealing one of these machines for whatever power, private interested party, the Federated Suns, you know, the Lyran Commonwealth, something like that, one of these other factions out there, the Capellan Confederation, hell, maybe even a periphery state wants to steal one of these machines, and they've paid big bucks for you, the player, to all the players to set up some kind of operation where you're going to steal one of these things right from the factory as it rolls out, kind of thing. You're going to, like, you know, launch the heist, get it, and get the fuck out, or where you have been unwittingly hired. You're like the players have been basically hired under false pretenses. Oh, you're defending this location, blah blah blah, and they come under attack, and one of the enemies is a Black Watch. And hell, this is basically just a, you know, under the table, you know, set up here by Northwind to test their mech against in a live fire exercise in a fight that they think will be very easy to win, so they can get some combat feedback, and the players just, you know, have to survive. Hell, they may even overcome the Black Watch with its couple of, like, lighter bodyguards, kind of thing. I think there's a few interesting scenarios you could come up with this machine around this time period. Obviously, any time afterward, it might be a case of you know, standard things. It's salvage, it gets bought. You know, someone who was a member of the Black Watch, like, absconds with one of these mechs, kind of things, and you could probably come up with a bunch of scenarios built around this machine. But yeah, from a visual perspective, the thing is just a fucking joke. God, the kilt. Just why?